外部探査針の打ち込み完了。表層防壁の突破を確認。ルート79を経由して対象への接続を開始します。
ネットワークにつながったようじゃな。これで古代人の秘密はわしのものじゃ。状況を報告せよ。
思考アーキテクチャのデフラグメンテーションを開始します。分割思考ストレージ個数を8から832に変更。大容量伝達デバイスを3番から8番へ転送開始。新規発生エラー数すべて予想の範囲内を推移。
この辺りだよ。懲りないわね。
ここにカオスエメラルドの反応があったのか。俺たちで阻止しないとな。
法則を無視した力場で操縦の結果が変化してる。ロジックの差異が顕在化して因果の底に落ちていってる。
Clock's still running. Got it. There we go. That's right. Oh, no it wasn't. Try again. Yeah, that should be an A. That should be an A rank at least. Wow. How did I not get that? No, well, good enough. No. I'm still installing the game. Wow, that's amazing. I guess I can, yeah. Just have to wait till the game's done installing. Alright, fine. Let's go again. The guy got A rank. That might be B rank though. That's your ass. Holla. Okay, so I guess I can go for more rings. I can go for more rings. Whoops! That was stupid. That was actually stupid. Starting speed? That could be interesting. Turn off the blur effect if you want. Got the 150 rings. Find all the red star rings. Why didn't do that? So I have to wait till the game is finished installing. Fine. Guess it's done installing. So they gave me like a little 90-second stage to practice during the installation. They installed a cutscene and they installed a little story to play with. A single level to play with. A tutorial mode.
エミ。さっきの場所はグリーンヒルみたいだったが、ここは、
可能性の生き物。
誰だお前。
己の力で電脳空間を克服した奇跡のもの。お前こそが解決の鍵となる。
電脳空間？それより俺の仲間たちはどこだ？そもそもここはどこなんだ？
ここはスターフォール諸島。時間に取り残され、誰の記憶からも忘れられた島。
ってことは一応目的地に着いたわけだな。で仲間たちは？消えた？どうやら自分で探すしかないか。面白くなってきたぜ。
So I guess he used Speed Force to break through cyberspace and time, huh? Try a wider camera angle, turn off blur and rotation, huh? Yeah, how about that? Maybe let's try that. Some changes will not be reflected in some situations, huh? Intriguing. Music does sound good so far, so we'll see how that goes. It's doing a decent job of filling in on the cinematic vibe. We'll keep the voices up so I can hear the story. At some point I'll turn off the voices. I can't be bothered. And we should have blur that can be turned off. Can't lower the input. Can't lower the, yeah. You can't lower the resolution. But, I mean, you can't get higher than 30. You can't really get higher than 40 frames a second, I want to say, in this game anyway. I want to say they locked it to 30 frames a second. They crafted the game so it would run at 30 frames a second here on the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. I think it's also on the Xbox One. But yeah, some stuff was just not going to happen. This definitely looks like a 720p. This looks like a downported 1440p PlayStation 5 game, obviously. Which is what most games are these days. They don't make, in other words, if this isn't like, not Sonic Generations, like this isn't like a game that was made on the PlayStation 4, then just looks cleaner when you upscale it to 4K. It's a game that was made for the Nintendo. It was a game that was made for the PlayStation 4, and they scale it back. Again, my logic is you could do the whole Monster Hunter Rise thing, which is make a game that looks decent on a Nintendo Switch, and then just let it run, make it look way better and run way faster on newer consoles. So you have a game like Monster Hunter Rise that runs at 4K with 120 hertz with a whole bunch of super sampling. So I don't know if the game can go to 8K because the PlayStation 4 can't do 8K, although apparently the PlayStation 5 Pro can't do 8K, but apparently the PlayStation 5 Pro can. They got rid of the 8K. Whoops. Wow, I survived that. Oh, jeez. What? Whoa. Why was I somehow incapable of landing on that platform? Anyway. Use L1 and R1 to body slide left and right, I suppose. A thing just opened. Activate the switches. So we unlocked part of the map. Well, it's an open world game, so let's actually run around the open world. Completing challenges to reveal the surrounding area on the map. Once revealed, the map while helping locating guardians. Okay. Again, I think a game like this could run on a Switch at 60 frames a second if the polygon budget were more reasonable. Like if you weren't using Unreal, I think this game uses the Unreal Engine, right? If they had somehow made this game using, say, what? You know what I mean? Like a game that runs at 60, a game that would run at 60 hertz at like 640p with a lower polygon budget, something closer to a PlayStation 3 game. Homing attack. Okay, that was established in the tutorial. A training simulator can be exited by pressing the trackpad when displayed. Okay. Yeah, I understand how a homing attack. Well, they showed me how to do this in the tutorial. So I think that's the only way you can get the S ranking, if I think about it. I got a thing. Oh, Sonic levels up. Dog. So we're doing the Sonic Forces crap, where you have to use homing attacks in the open. Because again, you have to be able to target enemies in an open world. So, in a free roaming 360-degree roaming area, you have to be able to hit enemies while you're running. So yeah, you have that QTE thing with homing attacks. Skill pieces, turn to skill points, and shown in the little way. It's at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Oh wait, hold on, stuff here. Just a second. Seem to have plenty of boost, so I'm not complaining about that. There's something, whoops. There's something up there. Yeah, behind this rock. Oh, that's cute. Huh. Okay. So stuff like that seems cool. These little self-contained set pieces to help you do traversal challenges. Sounds interesting. Because, yeah, the appeal of this game was about being able to run around at high speed in these open worlds. This music is super chill. But it works. It hits that ambient vibe. Huh. Whoop, didn't hit it. So I guess we could try. Give me a second. There's a bunch of stuff over there. Yeah, a bunch of little bumpers over there. So if you're not afraid to die, you might be able to go careening off of that path over there. So you can just do bumper cars. Whoop, screwed it up. Okay, I might be able to hit that. Give me a second. This is gonna be one of those games, isn't it? Good? Got it. There you go. So yes, that might be okay. Yeah, that might be okay. Where am I going? Okay, I might be able to hit that. Give me a second. No, I couldn't hit that. So what am I missing something obvious here? See, this vibe I like. The whole, yeah, the whole, you know, dank, muddy. Yeah, this is the lo-fi anime girl studying the rain vibe. I'm okay with that. Can't hit that. Yeah, there might be a way to boost up there. There we go. Okay. So that kind of exploration seems kind of cool. How are we on the map? Where are we? We're over here. So we did that. So complete challenges to unlock that part of the map, I suppose. And this is where we are, but we can't unfog the map even though we're walking on top of this. Huh. Intriguing. Got a lot of rings. Okay, I think what I want is up there. Hold on. Got some more stuff I gotta dig out. So what happens if I get 400 rings? Well, gathering mechanics in a Sonic game. Imagine that. Although in this case, you're basically gathering rings. Yeah, I think, what was it? In Sonic CD, you were gathering rings so that you can unlock special stages where you can get more points. But it also increased the likelihood that you could survive an attack, because if you got attacked, you would lose a bunch of rings. At least your rings would scatter on the screen. So there was so the more rings you had when you got hit, the better your chances of recovering at least one. Because if you have no rings and you take a hit, you die. Which I admit was always kind of an interesting system. It was a good system. I have other problems with Sonic games, but that was actually one of the interesting design ideas they had. There we have a boss fight right here. Again, decent effects here, like decent art here. Not complaining about that. It's just that I just kind of wish it looked. I kind of wish it ran better, honestly. But it does look like a modern Sonic game, so that's not going to be a problem. It just looks like a downported PlayStation 5 game. Ninja! Special attacks. When enemy is targeted, lock onto them. Okay. Heads up. So you can use a homing attack, then mash on the square button. Whoop, careful. I lost my rings. So use the homing attack, then you mash on the square button to do your combos. That's a silver trophy for that. I got a silver trophy for that. Wow. I'm getting silver trophies left and right in this game, apparently. This is my third one, I think. Huh. Autosave. Gates open. So how's the map? Looks fine. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. Your boy can play an open world game every now and then. But there's no way to manually save, is there? Because I will want to come back later and try to sample some of this music. Honestly, Sonic Team games tend to have pretty good music every now and then. There we go. Square. You have to use... Oh, careful! Wow, I'd use a boost there. There you go. But there are a couple of things I forgot to pick up, so I'm going to have to circle back around to get a few more things. You know, I lost a bunch of rings when I took that hit. So that boss took it out of me. Yeah. More bosses over there, I guess, guarding that gate. So I have to go back and see what I missed. The fan. Just a random fan just lying around the open world. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Can I go back? Yes, I can. Okay, that's what's going on. I was just trying to get the boxes. Careful! Okay, let's take a boost over there. There we go. I just wanted the box. That's all I wanted. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm safe. As long as I'm not dead, we're good. Yeah. So you go to like certain areas and you like try to hit those little ramps and bumpers and whatever, and you end up getting loot. So that's cool. So that part of the open world might be okay, but I'm curious how people will feel about just being kind of led along on a string down these predetermined paths to pick up loot. It's like I see a ramp. It's obviously got to lead somewhere, right? Like, how do I get that string of rings up there? Well, maybe you're going to look for a ramp that will take you up there. Like one of these. See? Done. So you might be doing a bit of that throughout most of the game. Oh, so we'll have to fight these things, I guess. Look, I just played Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not trying to find any more statues, okay? That's not a triangle button, is it? No, it's not a PlayStation 4 triangle button. That would make no sense on the Xbox One version. So maybe I have to point these two triangles. No, I can't interact with those other two, I guess. So it moves in 90-degree angles.
Yep.
Okay, Zelda-like puzzles, huh? So I have to turn them all so that they're all facing the same direction, I guess. That's my logic. There we go. So all the triangles are facing the same direction. Which makes sense, I guess, because the one on the left and right were both facing this way, so... Basic puzzle solving skills, I guess. Again, why would you put that kind of stuff in a Sonic game? You know, Breath of the Wild was a thing. I'm sure at some point Sega said, you know what, let's just make an open world game already. Let's stop goofing around and make an open world Sonic game. Finally, after like several decades. Any other obvious rings I haven't picked up? Because I had like 200 some rings for that boss and knocked them out of me. Yep. I can double jump, right? Yeah, I should be able to double jump. Yep. Double jump. Good. Good. Don't know what that did. I guess I have health. I have 10 hearts, right? They're not listed here. So the hearts are not listed here. Okay, so what else we got? We're just exploring the open world. So you got about 10 more minutes. So I have this. So I can't play any more Hogwarts Legacy because I'm not going online with that. That was just a test to see how much of the game I could play without the internet connection. So that game installed 39 gigabytes, and yet the game isn't playable beyond the first hour. So when the game went gold, they crafted a game that includes 1 hour of content and 39 gigabytes of data, with the expectation that people would just go online and download the rest of the game. Because like maybe the game wasn't properly optimized before they printed the disc, so they make you do a day one patch, like mandatory. Again, I can't think of very many games where that was an issue. Like I know Cyberpunk, I mentioned this before. Cyberpunk, if you bought the disc on day one, you could not play the game. The game forced you to download a patch before you could even install the game. Side loop. Okay, so we'll go to the skills menu. Okay, hit the trackpad. Hold triangle while moving. Run around leaving a light trail after creating an enclosure with the light trail. So you can... I've done this in other games before, right? Like you make a circle and something... Yeah, I think Mario 64 did something like that. You run around in a circle and you have to run around in a circle to like activate certain flowers. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played that game. I do have a video on this channel where I'm playing Mario 64 on the Nintendo Switch. And that's a game, I stuck that game on my shelf. I'll come back and play it later, but I just kind of wanted to sample all of it. Because I know I'm going to be playing Sunshine. I love that game. Love Mario Sunshine. Galaxy I'm kind of iffy about because of the stupid Wiimote controls, but I think they've been remapped. And I have Mario Galaxy 2 over there again, a game I'm going to get around to playing at some point. Probably next year, honestly. My backlog is about playing games I know I'm going to sell, like your Mario Parties and whatnot. I will do some Mario Party later. Had to give it up for my sister for letting me have those Mario Party games. That was extremely nice of her. And she gave me her Wii and her Wii collection. So Sometimes the best gifts you can get are gifts you can get from family. That costs no money. And I think she got that Wii from, I think she got that Wii from one of our relatives, actually, now that I think about it, because we have to unlock this. So I can unlock the Phantom Rush, right? Why can't I unlock this? Okay, so can we save our game? So now we can save our game. Okay, so I have to leave this area and then save the... I have to leave this tutorial and then save the game. Fine. Now can I save the game? Trackpad. Use side loop. Okay, fine. We're in the middle of the... Done. Yeah, that's what I'm talking... Yeah, Mario. I think Mario 64 or something like that. Now can I save my game? Start. Save data. Can't save here. Why can I not save this? This is stupid. A lot of coins here. It's cool that I'm getting all the coins back that I lost when that boss hit me in the face. So I guess at some point they start giving me coins. So where do I save? I'm not in battle. I'm not solving puzzles. I'm free. What do you people want? We made it through the Stargate. So again, why can I not save here? There it is. Oh, wait, I thought I saw the shadow. I was trying to follow the shadow to land on that platform. There it is. Oh, the shadow. The shadow is wrong. The shadow was based on where I am in midair. It's not based on where I'm gonna land. Yeah, real-time lighting, y'all. So now I have to negotiate to see where I'm gonna land on these platforms. So again, where can I save my game? I can't save here. So I have to go to a place where I can save my game. I don't know where that is. Because I'm not solving a puzzle. I'm just wandering around the open world. Landed on a thing. Yeah, landing on these platforms might take a bit of effort. Okay, so how do I do this? Yeah, how do I do this? Yeah, I don't know how to do... Whoops, that's not good. Don't make me lose my rings. Circle button for a ground pound. So I still have my rings, that's good. So was there a death penalty for falling in the water that time? Yeah, that is a very dicey platform drop. So the shadows don't make it easier for me to find that platform. Yeah, how do I get to that that trail of rings over there? Yeah, I don't know how to get to that trail of rings. So we'll worry about that later, I suppose. Yeah, circle for a ground stomp. For an air stomp. That's cool. So again, how do I save my game? This is driving me nuts. Yeah, this is wild. Huh. Try the side loop in combat. Okay. Hey, boys. Yeah, I swear I did this in a game before. Yeah, like that. Like running around an enemy and then you attack them. Yeah, it attacks the enemies. Nope, sorry, son. Yeah. Combat seems fine. All the hit stun animation seems to work. There's stuff up there I can't get to... Hold on. Can I ride this? Use the boost to go more quickly if you need a bit more speed, I suppose. Did we do everything we needed to do, by the way? Yeah. Yeah. So again, these little self-contained little way. It's like, in a way, in my mind, riding these rails is like going down a pipe in Mario. Whoops, that was stupid. It's like going down a pipe in Mario Brothers. It's a little tangent. It's a fork. It's a tiny fork. It's a little scenic route. So that part I'm okay with, honestly. Because Mario is about momentum. If you can lose your momentum if you deviate from an obvious path. I'm okay with that, actually. So I don't know about those rings that are floating up there. I don't know how to get the coins that are up there. Can I go around the other way, maybe? Yeah, I don't know how to get those coins. Is there some ability I need to earn before I can grab those coins up there? Like, can I jump off of this rail, I guess, would be the other question. The Sonic games have always been kind of limited by what it wants to do in terms of the speed. Hold on.
歯車を用い現世と異空間をつなげるのだ
I'm trying to save my game, but I can't. Just a second. I still can't save my game, and I don't know why. I'm probably going to have to... I mean, maybe there's a save point at some point. I need 2 gears, and I only have 1. Top left-hand corner of the screen. Let's grab some of these coins. Or rings, excuse me. See, that, like I said, all of this seems fine. Like I said, to me, it's just like going down a pipe in Mario. So I'm not going to complain about that.
Yes.
Nope. Maybe that was okay. That might have been okay what I just did. Yeah, that's okay what I just did. Okay, I was hoping I didn't miss any rings.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's probably all that's there for, is to safely get back down to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, like so far I'm okay with all this. I just need more gears. So again, if the open world is worth exploring, I'm okay with that. Like, it doesn't have to be like Elden Ring or Skyrim. It just has to be like a world worth exploring, you know? Circle. There you go. What did I get? A couple of dimes. What's this? I have no idea what this is. Guess we'll worry about it later. Oh, I know. Triangle. Ah! Okay! There you go! Ah. So also might be some hidden areas around here that where I can unlock a loot. If I do that triangle button, side loop. Where? Yeah, stuff like that. Like stuff hidden by trees. Like, that seems okay. Like, I'm okay with that. What are all these? Well, those are experienced diamonds, I guess. Like, I'm level 2, right? That's how I get these. Whoops. That's how I get these experience points. Yeah, I'm level 2, so I have 2 skill points. Okay, so that's what that's about. I need 3 skill points for that. And I already have this. Okay. Alright, so yeah, like that, this seems interesting. I'm curious how it goes. Again, the lining up some of the jumps is kind of weird. Yeah, lining up some of the jumps does seem kind of weird. And I can see they're trying to do the real-time lighting and shadows here, so the platforms kind of reflect. The watery texture here kind of reflects, you know, the shadows, but it doesn't seem very helpful, you know what I mean? Like, it's not helping me land these jumps. So I can't really defend the lighting decisions here because they don't make the platforming easier. It makes it feel distracting. So I think they should have come up with a better system to deal with that. But so far it seems to be working mostly. Already went that way. But yeah, I still think this is a game with a cleaner, like Sonic Adventure looking visuals. Could easily run at 60 frames a second. With a PlayStation 2 polygon budget, this game I think would run at 60 frames a second. So you would get all the advantages of high-speed action, and it would scale up. Because you're telling me the PlayStation 4 can't run a PlayStation 2 game at 4K 120? But again, I mean, you have to kind of develop your game around those bandwidth considerations. Because remember, all of this is data. All this high-speed scrolling is data that has to be streamed from a fast hard drive, one assumes, to your television. So the fewer polygons it has to move to do any of that. Let's see how that pop in too. So the fewer polygons it has to account for, the fewer polygons it has to move and render and at high speeds, the easier it is for the hardware to just do its job. Like that, what's that game? Penny's Big Breakaway came out recently. I think it was 2024. It's like a Dreamcast-looking platformer. A Dreamcast-looking 3D platformer that runs at 120 hertz in 4K. Like, apparently Penny's Big Breakaway is the game that proves you don't need a PlayStation 5 to get high-speed visuals. You just want to use a PlayStation 5 or a high-speed computer to get the optimal performance with the best-looking visuals. But the game still runs on, like, PS4 level hardware. I mean, I do want to try it. It's probably not... Is it available on consoles? Like, is it available in physical disc form? I don't think it is. But Penny's Big Breakaway would be very interesting to talk about during this whole PlayStation 5 Pro discussion. Because people are talking about chasing after real-time lighting and all of that, and then there's this Penny's Big Breakaway game which doesn't need any of that. In fact, Penny's Big Breakaway is probably showing up this game by saying, hey, here's an open-world-ish game that looks like a Sonic game, and it runs at a very high frame rate. Losers. Okay, where am I going? I like the speedometer at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen is a cute touch, but whatever. I still don't know why I can't save my game. Huh. Again, I've said this before. I really love the somber ambient vibe, the somber, mellow, oh crap vibe they have going on with this music. I very much like this music so far, even though it's been basically on a loop for the last 10 minutes. Okay, I think I leveled up. A sonic boost with the maximum number of rings. You can run even higher speed while emitting blue lightning around him. The ring count's reduced. Okay. So I'm at 400 now. Triangle. Press left on the D-pad. Oh, so I guess I just need to insert it. I thought I needed two. I thought I only had one of these. Yeah, so now I need one more. Okay. Of course it's not. I did think it was interesting during the prologue, during the cutscene, where the computer was speaking Japanese, but there were no subtitles. Maybe it doesn't matter what it's speaking. And I'm playing this with Japanese voice acting because duh, it's a Sonic game. Stay mad. No Jaleel White. Not that Jaleel White's even in this game. Honestly, he was a good choice for Sonic. I'm not gonna hate on that decision. Steve Urkel was a good Sonic voice back in the day. To dodge, lock onto an enemy with R and press. Okay, we already established that. Yeah, dodging is faster than normal movement. Yep. There's no need to lock onto an enemy to dodge. Yeah, okay. Mashy, mashy. Doing fine now. Mashy, mashy. Whoops. That was bad. Well, can't do that. Mashy, mashy, mashy. Almost dead. Not dead yet. Done.
再び歯車を活用せよ。
Give me the loot. So far, this concept seems to be mostly working. And that might be fine for a game like this. It's not dense, but the interactable, like the collectibles and the items, are close enough together.
それが己に課せられた使命。
Clear Portal 1, 2.
Yep.
Okay, fine. I still would love to know how to save my game. What's with the whole aesthetic of you're in cyberspace because there's visual artifacting? Oh. Oh, they're showing the load times, huh? Exit training. There we go. Okay, that's cute. Okay, that's cute. Completed. Okay, so they're showing... So it's like Bayonetta. They're giving you a tutorial during the load times. That's cool. Okay, we'll do that later. Boost, light dash, stomp. Okay, we're done. We can exit the training. Okay, so that might be something to practice later. So that, okay, so all that seems to be working out just fine. I'd rather play this than Sonic the Hedgehog 1, if I'm being brutally honest with you. It isn't to suggest that this is good. But I'd much rather play this than Sonic. If it holds up. Okay, we're good. Left. Yeah, when you use the boost, the music fades out, which is kind of a nice touch. Left. Whoops. Center. Okay, whatever. Careful! Careful! Had it. Well, come on! That was supposed to be easily switching from one track to another. I think you just have to tap on the left stick. Don't overdo it. Heads up, what? Careful. Okay. So I screwed that up a lot, but I think I did okay. That was a B ranking at best. Yeah, that was awful. That's okay, isn't it? Try again. Got 2 more minutes. I would still love I would love to know how to save my game, by the way. Yeah, so high roads and low roads. That's an interesting bit. That's kind of interesting, actually. Whoops. Stupid. Just the light tap of the left stick! Whoa, hold on. Light tap of the left stick. Careful, careful. Almost there. Careful! What? That again. I was screwing that up. Whoa, 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 whoa! That might be a C. God, another D. Okay, so can I leave? Because I do want to save my games. I can come back here later if I want, right?
Yeah.
Homie attack, cancel, stomp. There you go. Loading complete. So again, I like the little training areas. They're doing like a Bayonetta thing where you can practice your combo trees and such during loading screens. I mean, obviously on the PlayStation 5, loading screens are shorter. Loading times are way shorter. The vault was then sealed and can now be opened. Outstanding. So when can I save the game?
Yes.